Hi, we need to have a little talk about Axopar 37s. So I'm going to have a walkthrough video of this. We're going to do a walkthrough video of this this boat soon. Before I do, I just want to talk about a couple of things of my experiences with Axopar 37s. Two common questions I get asked is, I can see that it's a really fast boat. It does the commuting backwards and forwards really well, but how good is it when you've moored up and thrown the anchor down? We're going to have a look at that, sort of a critique of that, see how good it is in terms of a boat for that. Also, staying on board overnight, so that would be cabin space. So we've got a cross cabin, so we've got a cabin at the back, cabin aft, double or twin back there, and we've got a forward cabin back here as well. So it's sleep for, there's no separate toilet. So let's have a look at that as well. So we're going to have a look at the toilet, the practicalities of that as well. It's all very glamorous when it comes to boats. So let's start with where we are here on the bow of the boat. So if I'm just going to pan round here, in fact, stop looking at me, let's spin round and let's have a proper look at it. That's better. So you don't need to see me. Let's have a look at the boat. So we're on Axopar. It's a 2019 boat, and it's an Axopar 37 cabin here. And we've got the sunbed forward. So you've thrown the anchor down. There's three main areas. You've got the aft sunbed, you've got inside in the cabin as well, it converts with the open sunroof, and then we've got this open foredeck area here. So nice easy walkway all the way up. It does feel safe, so if you had children coming up the side decks here, it feels nice and safe on that rail. And then at night you've got the blue LED lights, spotlights, which are really nice up here. And this is a space, so we've thrown our anchor down, we've come across, blasted across at 30 knots cruising speed or whatever it is. It's a super fast boat, we'll do 49 knots this beast. And then we've got this lovely sunbed here with the drinks holders either side here. You've got separate speakers, you've got your foredeck speakers up here as well. And then also we've got a nice teak table, so you can actually just sit up here with a teak table that just opens up here, and I'll put the cushions all around there and the seating here as well. So there's actually a nice social space here for either lounging around, nibbles, food, drinks. There's a very nice table on there. Then we just slide in here. There's plenty of space for the seats around here. And then up on the foredeck. And also, as I've said before, these Axopars, you can go out single-handed, no problem. But also, if you had 8-10 guests on board, it's not a problem as well. So there's plenty of space to break out here. Bit of music going, lights. It's a really nice space up here on the foredeck. So that is our foredeck area. That's our sunbed here. It's a Brabus edition, this one. And then we're going to come back and let's have a look at the aft deck space. So we've got the cushions here on either side here as well. So you've got the sunbed area arrangement here. I'll just step back so we can see all of this. Good walking space all the way around here as well, and a really nice sun lounger. So again, if you come sit out here, so really nice if you're going to drop off and have a swim over the back here. You've got the bathing platform and the swim ladder over here as well, and with the seats with the cushions just on top here, with the storage cabinets just inside here. We've got the crosshatch with the cushions on there, and then here I'll just show you. So I've got a little bit of extra head height, because what I've done is I've just brought that, what is that detailing there, that just comes up here, so it just means that you're not going to bang your head. So actually you can sit on here if you were anchored off somewhere as well. I'm really nice and sheltered out the back here as well, so it's nice. It's a nice space. On top of that, our third area is, come forward, we'll come through into the cabin. So I've set this up so the helm and co-pilot seats swivel round here, so they're on a simple swivel. So I've just spun those round there, and then in this space here you've got a lovely table. This folds out here, real wood, so that's why it's slightly darker on the inside. And then you've got the seating all the way around here. So you've got the aft cabin there. This then rockers down and just locks into place down here. In fact, let's do it so you can see that. It is simple. So that just goes there, and then all I do is spin that round, take that cushion out there. That locks into place there. Just those back cushions there. And there we've got seating all the way around in this space. So again, thrown the anchor down. You got some friends maybe aft on the aft deck, on the foredeck. We've got this nice seating arrangement here. When it's not so warm, not so nice, with a little bit of wind, then it's somewhere nice and sheltered to come into. On a nice sunny day, these sliding doors on both the port and the starboard side, they're massive. They open up really nice and wide. Some of the Axopar 37s have an electric sunroof. This one has a manual one, so I only brought it back halfway today, but that would slide all the way back. I'll push that back and open up that door as well, so you can just see it from this side as well. So if I bring it over here, it's going to slide that back door there. I do tend to find these roofs are a bit stiff, but if I just push that back, I find it's better if you just push it back one batten at a time, and then actually you can do that by hand, no problem whatsoever. And then there we are, we're in the space in here, so you'd have, you know, someone on the aft deck back there. You've got masses of space in here in this cabin space, regardless of the weather conditions, and then the foredeck forward as well. Doors are open nice and wide. I've opened there, you can see the full sunroof here as well. So that does work. So we're at anchor, there's plenty of space on board for what it is. Of course, it's not a Range Rover, we're talking about a Maserati, so this is more about sports, what it offers. It does, however, have a decent size aft cabin back here with USB ports, pouches, a little bit of storage space. You could use that as a double or a twin, depending on which way round you sleep. And then if we come forward here as well, we come into our accommodation forward. So there is a double bed in here. We've got a sink down here as well. We've also got heating outlets on here, so we've got a Webasto heating. I'll put the blinds down in here because my second point I just want to show you is the practicalities of sleeping on board and then also using the toilet, which doubles up as a seat, which is where I'm sat down here. So what does that look like in reality? So what you've got here is a double bed here. You've got a canopy that comes down here to separate that up. So I have to say, yes, it's a bit intimate. So if you're staying on board, you probably wouldn't be doing this on a first date. But the toilet is here. There's a quiet flush toilet. So actually, if you do need to use the toilet in the night, there is one here. That just goes in with a popper. Just release that section there and pull that away. And there we have a fully functional electric toilet. And then using that as a day head, so you just slide the door across there. It gives you the privacy. And then you've got a nice big toilet with a sink there as well. So, like I say, think of this boat as a AMG, Maserati, whatever your favourite is in terms of a sports car. This is a sports car rather than your big family SUV, but it does also cater for those who want to stay overnight, and it's a really nice boat. I'm about to do a walkthrough video of this boat as well, so we'll do a walkthrough from start to finish, and I'll show a little bit about the wrap, the pearlescent wrap we've got on here as well. So please watch that video, and I'll give you some more information on that. Thank you for watching.